This popular approach, if it fits your macros, commonly referred to as IIFYM, is not based on specific percentages of protein, carbs, and fats, but rather involves estimating one's daily calorie needs and then tallying and tracking the target daily grams of protein, carbohydrates, and fat. If it fits your macros is grounded in dietetics, the training that registered dietitians undergo, like myself, and was popularized in internet blogs with the basic premise that no food is off limits as long as the overall diet was sound. In other words, if it fits your macros. The steps to following this approach are as follows. Number 1, calculate one's daily calorie needs with a prediction equation such as Harris-Benedict or Mifflin's St. Shore. Apply a physical activity factor which corresponds to the person's daily activity level. These activity factors range from 1.1 for sedentary individuals to 2.0 for professional athletes. Once you have that number, if the goal is weight loss, subtract 20% to establish a calorie deficit. In general, the higher the starting weight, the greater the calorie deficit can be. For weight or muscle gain, add 20% to establish a daily calorie surplus. This is also highly variable depending on age, exercise experience, etc. Calculate daily protein needs using recommended ranges of 0.6 to 1 gram per pound of body weight or 1 gram per pound of lean body mass if you have a body fat percentage. The upper end of this range is appropriate for trained individuals following a calorie-restricted diet with high levels of activity. Distribute calories for fat and carbohydrate based on needs and preferences. Acceptable macronutrient distribution ranges for carbohydrate and fat are 45 to 65% and 20 to 35% respectively. Multiply the desired percentage for carbohydrate and fat and use the values of 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate and 9 calories per gram to determine the gram total. The end result is a specific number of grams to consume daily for each macronutrient, that is, for protein, carbohydrate, and fat. As you can see, a highly tailored recommendation can be made to suit the individual's activity level, preferences, and lifestyle. In general, customizing a plan based on these factors tends to be more realistic to adhere to as opposed to eliminating food groups or creating a list of bad foods. Additional pros to the if it fits your macros approach includes the fact that no food is off limits and it's highly flexible. Tracking grams of each macronutrient can also help increase nutrition knowledge and awareness of food choices and help with decision making. All pros, since underestimating calories and portion sizes are common hindrances to weight loss. The cons include people overindulging in poor food choices while justifying that it still fits their macros. Additionally, continuous tracking of calories and grams of macronutrients, weighing and measuring foods may lead to anxiety and obsessive tendencies. Tracking macros also makes restaurant eating and social occasions challenging. In a systematic review of 22 studies examining the technique of tracking food intake, which is called self-monitoring by scientists, it was found that more frequent self-monitoring was consistently and significantly associated with weight loss compared to less frequent monitoring. In summary, if it fits your macros employs a highly individualized approach which employs the same underlying mechanism as the popular diets, a sustained calorie deficit. Weighing the pros and cons and considering the client's personality, lifestyle, and level of readiness will help determine whether this approach is suitable to them.